Welcome to another episode of the Millennial Management Podcast. I'm your host, Brandy, the Millennial Manager, and today is a social media episode. What does that mean? That means that we're going to be releasing episodes online. Some of these email episodes are going to be circulating online. So let's get to it. Our first email is from Betty, and the reason why we call these people Betty is because we want to keep it confidential up in here. Keep it real cute. This email says, first off, I absolutely love what you're doing and keep doing it. You are so appreciated, baby. I thank you. I thank you for supporting the content. You are so appreciated. Thank you. I had to read that part again. I digress. I just wanted to share some messiness that happened at my job. So I had shoulder surgery in July. My manager brought me to the company. That is a quick backstory. Anywho, once I got back from medical leave, she was riding my ass nonstop. I was so flustered. I spoke to her supervisor about my concerns, and her supervisor stated that she was going to tell my manager about the conversation. I said, fine. Okay, because I don't give a fuck. I'm just playing. That's not what she said. But next thing I know, my manager retaliated by getting the team by getting the team lead to literally help stage a kangaroo court pointing out all of the stuff that I'm not doing. Now the reality is that I have been working on someone else's project who did nothing and was actually catching it up. Long story short, the team got fed up with my manager and called in HR. HR held a listening session and pretty much all the roles turned on us. Damn. Now, today, I had a meeting with my manager, supervisor about the sessions, and honestly, at this point, I have nothing the fuck to say, is what she said. As you have stated, that they look out for their own company and don't give a damn about us. I'm currently looking for a new job. I am a disabled vet. I just don't have the mind space to deal with these people anymore. Baby, first of all, I am very fucking proud of you. Okay? Because you have to know when to say when. That's one thing that I have seen people struggle with so bad on these jobs is you don't know when the fuck to pull the trigger. It is time for you to get out that situation. You see it. First of all, when you came back from your surgery and your boss was up your ass, that was red flag number one. Red flag number two was how your boss's boss handled that conversation. That was very unprofessional because you're telling her what was said, but are y'all doing anything about it? No, y'all just sitting back and cackling. The crazy part is that your boss tried to stage a setup for you to be embarrassed, to put you out on Front Street. And what the fuck is that? Managers. You cannot do that to your team. You shouldn't do it to your team. You should be a person of integrity when you are dealing with employees. When you are, first of all, period, be a bitch with some integrity. But this type of behavior inside of the workplace should not be tolerated. Unfortunately, your manager's manager seems like they are up for the shit. They love it. So you need to know when to bow out, and now is the time. Okay? There is no need for you to discuss anything that is moving forward with this business because you know that you're not. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is no need to discuss anything moving forward with them because you are not moving forward with them. You're moving away from them. Okay? You are branching out to greener pastures. Do you understand? So you did the right thing by making sure that you put yourself first and know that it's not worth your energy. So I want the rest of you who are listening to understand right now that you have to select a time. Sometimes the time selects itself. But you need to know when it's time for your ass to jump ship. Do you understand? All right, on to our next email. When I was promoted to my position, I noticed that some colleagues were unhappy with the decision. One contributing factor might have been that the promotion caught everyone off guard. Since then, I've encountered situations where certain individuals displayed disrespect or attempted to intimidate me. At times, I feel as though they diminish my role, making it seem small or unimportant, and undervalue my contributions, perhaps because it is me in the position. Mm-mm. I've observed tactics such as downplaying my work, attempting to appear more superior, even engaging in behavior like snitching to undermine me. As the new season approaches, I'd like to take proactive steps to prevent such situations from reoccurring and create more of a positive and professional work environment. What strategies can I employ to address these dynamics effectively and maintain my confidence and authority in the role? I'm a shy person. I want to be confident and assertive. Oh, baby, 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 baby. When you become a manager, there are several things that you're going to have to do. Number one, right? You're going to have to kind of isolate yourself, meaning that you have to remind yourself that you are not able to kind of gossip with the team like you previously may have done. Maybe you were sitting there talking about different things with the team. You can't do that stuff anymore. You have to kind of isolate and lead. So if you want to redirect the team and get them on the right path, you have to lead by example. Number one. Number two, you are going to have to make sure that you say what you mean and mean what you say. You don't say anything that you're going to have to apologize later for. So that means keep your mouth shut. The only time that you are talking is when there is something that is very important to come out. Otherwise, you need to keep your mouth shut. And that is a good practice, not even just in management, but at work, period. When you are at work, you need to keep your mouth shut. Do you understand? Okay? This helps you be able to really evaluate a situation for what it truly is. Because in order for you to do step number 3, you have to keep your mouth shut so that you can be able to pay attention. Because you cannot talk and listen. Step 3, when you are new to a management role and you have someone or some people pushing up against the things that has to happen inside of the workplace, you have these people, and we know what I'm talking about. These people who are pushing foolishness, they're pushing gossip, and they just seem like they want to undermine every single effort that you make. You are going to have to make an example out of them. And that means that you're about to be unpopular, and you have to be okay with that. You have to make an example out of them. What does that mean? Somebody is going to lose their job because one of those two people that's doing all of this, they're spearheading and leading it. They're kind of pulling the strings from the background. One of them is going to get the message. The other one is not. And they're going to swear up and down, she just don't like me. Like, no, you're actually sowing seeds of discourse inside of the workplace and causing a domino effect for the rest of the team. Gossip and drama should not be tolerated at work. And this type of drama of undermining is 1 to 2 people. And you're going to have to make an example out of their ass. Do you hear me? No matter how quiet or shy you may be, you have to be a woman about your shit and be a woman about your business. And you're going to have to make an example out of somebody. And you got to be fine with the chips falling. You have to be okay with being the bad guy sometimes, because you cannot be a manager and not be and be afraid to manage. Part of managing means that you have to cut and trim the fat. And if you have team members who are creating a toxic work environment, you have to terminate them, because they're going to just infect the rest of the team and make it a very hard place to work. And then you're going to have people turning. It's going to be turnover left and right because of this. So you need to deal with it, and you need to be a person of preventative measure. That's why I speak from this, is because being preventative means that you know that there's a problem, and instead of you just sitting on it, you're figuring out, how do we solve it? And those are the steps that you need to take to solve that problem and create a positive work environment. Okay? Because that's going to send a message to the rest of your team that you are not to be fucked with, and that's what you need to do. I hope that y'all really enjoyed this new segment of the Millennial Management Podcast. If you want to listen to more episodes, you can go to Apple, Spotify, iHeart, or Amazon. You can use that link to listen to more podcast episodes. I have about 35 episodes. And we've been doing a great job just pushing through and making the work environment a healthier place. If you want to email your question, you can send it over to themillmanagementpod@gmail.com for it to be read on the podcast. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see y'all on social media. Goodbye.